Mic check. Sounds like we're good. Hopefully, girls and blow, please. Hello once again, and good evening. It's a boy named Sue, coming at you live straight from Big Potato. Back with a new game +3 run of Elden Ring. Last time we were playing, we had just finished up New Game +2. We had blown through part of our first little area in Limgrave, and we had beaten Morgott. So no, didn't get far whatsoever. Or Margit, rather, not Morgott. I know it's the same person, but... So, instead of going straight up to Stormveil right away and Raslin Godric, we're gonna dip back down here real quick. And we're gonna kill this dragon, and we're gonna do a couple other things down here in Limgrave.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell of a Tarnished hurtling about atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee. Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
Love the way you roll the R in Torrent there, girl.
As I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee, by Torrent's former master. 'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits. Summon them with it. From ash and return to the Erdtree, the spirits will obey thine command but briefly, as they recall battles past. Now it is thine, to do with as thou wishest.
Oh yeah, girl. Torrent's old master. Is that Mikola? I don't know if I've ever read the description of the Lone Wolf Ashes. Sure I have, but... Spirits of wolves chased from their pack, they later encountered a nameless Tarnished who welcomed them as hunting companions. Wolf spirits overwhelm enemies with their agility, aiding the summoner in combat. Kind of leads you to believe that Torrent had another Tarnished before you.
I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same, learn well the lands between. How long will it be, I wonder, before the Tarnished tire of obeisance to the two fingers?
Wow. Cinematic, am I right? Yeah, part of me wanted to jump back into Oblivion tonight and start our quest of curing vampirism in its entirety. But I could already tell I made a good decision. Can never go wrong with this game. I say as you hear the screams of crucified Tarnished. Here he comes. What's up, dog? Sit out. Yeah, remember when that was an actual fight? I'm Ember. Alright. Welcome in, Priscilla. Thanks. You can find me on Discord through the same username that I have on here, a-boy-named-sous. Sorry, I'm not good at multitasking. That's a big rat. I thought it was another dog. And this is the chest that teleports you to Caitlin, I'm pretty sure. So I don't think we need to do that. Guess we could have talked to Yura up there. Or killed the dragon, but oh well.
You must be the new Tarnished. Beautiful work. Felling that dragon. And as such, there's something you might like to know. The heart you brought back. It's used in dragon communion. If you should find yourself overcome by hunger for the heart, yearning for its strength, then seek the decrepit church on the little island off the western coast. You must not forget, though, those who partake in dragon communion will one day shed their humanity, their hunger for dragon, their yearning only worsens until the floodgates burst, unleashing eternal torment, the strength of a mighty dragon. Magnificent, but deadly. It's no surprise that dragon communion is ruinous.
I prefer Drake Warriors.
You must not forget those who pay their hunger until the flood.
Hit up this grace just so it's here. Activated. Sorry, I'm jogging my own memory. Is Alexander up there, I want to say? You guys scared the shit out of me. Good job. Real scary. Good up here? A large club. Can't ever have too many of those, right? Get up a little bit higher? Or can I just be cheeky with Torrent and just climb the wall like a fucking mountain goat? I don't think the mountain goat technique is going to work. It was worth a try, though. What if I just believe? We almost made it. Haha! I win. Am I misremembering where old Alexander's at? For some reason I thought he was over here in the ground somewhere. Okay, we can't do this yet. Because I want to pull Blight in here so that we can do that quest line. Still be able to do the Ronnie quest line and fight Estelle and whatnot. So I guess we could ride down here to the woods and do the little finger snap action. Get him to jump down and talk to us. Excuse me. You shot your own guy.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn, to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander. I fear for Father's life. The servants are full wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my soul wishes that he escape. Even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank you. Dearly. Then please, take this. Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please. Please. If you wouldn't mind, he can be stubborn.
You know what? We'll go ahead and do that too. We'll be in the neighborhood. Getting a little practice in. Man, these things are so much fun. Oh, Knight's Cavalry. You didn't really stand a chance. You know what? Let's fuck around some more. Providing the sun doesn't come up, there's a death bird over here. Let's try Needle Knight Letta's light greatsword. Does holy damage. I think I'm going the wrong direction. Yeah. Gotta go over here. Whee! And if it's gonna come down, it's gonna come down right about now. There it is. Okay. God, I hate death birds. This is unimpressive. Don't die. I healed way too many times. I panicked. I'm fucking up. Alright, we're fine. I still expected that to do a little bit better. I know it's just +9, but usually holy stuff. Like if I used Inseparable Sword there, it would have absolutely annihilated that thing. Next time. Sorry, I'm really bad at the menu. Just bad at most things in general. What's up, dog?
Forgive me.
I've been testing you to see whether or not grace truly does guide you, and whether you are fit to face the challenge that entails. It seems my worries were unfounded. Torrent had your measure from the very start, whereas I merely pretended. There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hold, gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace. Very well. Let my hand rest upon you for but a moment.
Butter moment. Let's talk to all of our friends.
Oh, this is a rare occasion.
Oh, and this piece of
I
shit.
can't remember the last time a new tarnished made their way to the round table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the round table. Nothing more. A house guest. Yet to earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure.
Fuck you, dude. I've killed you 3 times.
Ah, hello. You must be new here. Well, just call me Dialos. The honor of one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels? She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell me. Be sure to tell me she's a servant to my house. She's been my... I've lost count.
I seem to remember there's somebody down here that wants to razzle me. Look at all the bloodstains. Backhand blades just make it unfair, though. Okay. How do I get back up? Do I have to go over here? Can I go through this door? Yep. You'd think that New Game Plus 3 I'd know all this shit by now, but I play a lot of games. Play a lot of games, and I'm really stupid.
Oh, I see you've just arrived. Welcome to the Round Table Hold. I'm Corin, a man of the cloth.
I think we're gonna try to follow this guy's quest line this time around and do the gold mask ending.
Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become
Because I still need to do gold mask ending and frenzied flame.
ensuring order regains its
So I
proper
guess we do
form,
one of those two this time
righting
around.
rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance
We've
of
done
grace.
Ronnie's, we've done Fia's,
You do.
and we've done
Wonderful news. Most
like
tarnished
the
are
OG
blind to it
ending.
these days.
Just
You
basic.
are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the two fingers?
I already have all of your
May
incantations,
the
dog.
Golden Order.
You're a new face. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Cryptic as hell, you know? Alright. Let's upgrade some of the Johns that we got at the end of our New Game Plus 2 run. So that would be like this John here. Don't know if we want to upgrade it to plus 10, so we'll leave it at plus 9 for now. Let's do these ones. What else are we gonna do? Sword Lance. Is that a... I was about to say that's Gaius's, and it just uses regular smithing stone? Crazy. Do I want to upgrade these to plus 9 so I can power stance those bad boys? Why not? And I know I want to upgrade Rumina's halberd that I got. Where's that at? Probably in the halberds, huh? Definitely want to upgrade that. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna call it with that one and say that we're gonna want to upgrade Spear of the Impaler to +10. Upgrading all these things that I'm gonna take 60 hours to actually get around to trying. Guarantee it. Might live to regret this. Sorry, I'm just taking one last little glance through before I decide that I'm done. I didn't realize I didn't upgrade either of those to +9. I'm stupid. Got that many ancient dragon smithing stones, I can afford to upgrade that. Didn't upgrade that to +9 either. Dummy. Okay, we've looped.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia. Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion, and you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion. You are very warm. What you felt light up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing. Though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid. Come back to me, should you require another. I will take you in my arms as often as you need. I am pleased. Would you like a blessing? Would you like... Now.
Sorry, I want to see if there's dialogue.
You are so very warm.
Because even though I've done her questline before, I still want to fight Fortisax.
As a deathbed companion, where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind, despite
I've heard
all
that the bean has a different
I still
purpose.
wish to be a deathbed companion. So please,
I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm like this.
let me hold you like this, as often as it takes. Then good day to you, my dear.
Good day, sir. You lose, sir. This sulking piece of shit.
What do you need? I have little time to spare. Oh, are you aggrieved at the notion you are but a visitant here? Then you would do well to remember the first words of grace given to you. Stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord. If those words held any meaning to you, follow the guidance of grace. Lay low the shard bearers and claim for yourself a great rune. Do so, and the doors to the Round Table's inner chamber will open, and you will receive the wisdom of the Two Fingers.
I can give you the wisdom of these two hands. What do you think about that? Well, I guess we re-up on these, huh? Looks like 7's the magic number for most of them. I think we've talked to all of our friends. I think it's time. Let's go back to Castle Morn, huh? Man, I love the load times on a new console. That would have been a full minute and a half before. Alright, we don't need the Dragon Hunter's katana on. Let's put something on we haven't used before. I don't think that I've used Marika's hammer the whole time. So let's find where that shit would be. It would be right here. What's up, buddy? Sorry, I'm talking to my little kitty cat. Here. You wanna come hang out? Come on, bub. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I dig that. You make the best biscuits in the world, Percy. Opening up the factory, huh? I'm gonna have to use this on the next Deathbird we fight. If we can get a headshot on it with that skill, I feel like it's gonna do ridiculous damage. I haven't fucked around with this that much either, though, so let's mess around with this. Okay, I didn't see you back there somehow. If there is a grab attack in a video game, your boy will be grabbed by it. Did the winged enemy just fall off a cliff? I really think it's hilarious when that happens. Hey, homie, your daughter's looking for you.
There's a face I've not seen before. I'm Edgar, warden of this castle, as ordained by Lord Godric himself. But you can see how things have turned out. The menials have all rebelled. They gave me good service, or so I thought. But it seems it was all an act. Foul creatures, as it said, and true enough, they're foul inside and out. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but whatever you come here to do, I'm afraid Castle Morn won't hold much longer. Take this, by way of apology. I see. From Arena. Thank you. I'm in your debt, but I can't leave yet. Even if the castle should fall, as commander, I must remain to ensure the treasured Sword of Morn does not fall into the wrong hands. If you see Arena, do tell her that her father will come for her once he's fulfilled his duty.
Sorry, I was texting my girl back and petting my cat. So, you know, the important things. Whoop. Whoops. What is fall damage, you know? Hi. I don't think I need to go over there. Well, whoops. Thought the gap was a little shorter. Okay, this time we take fall damage. If there's one thing I love about Elden Ring, it's how consistent it is. Whee! I think that might be our first New Game Plus 3 death. Don't quote me. I might have done something stupid in an earlier part of the run. You know, like that. I make the rats explode. I go and I take. Sorry, respond to a message real quick. I was respond to a coworker's message, or send me a picture from a punk show that they went to. All of my friends do so many more interesting things than what I do anymore. I just come home, play video games, and pet my cat. Yeah, why not? We'll go ahead and buff. I forget what I have on my flask. That was fun. Okay, now we gotta go talk to dude, right? I'm gonna play it fast and loose here. I honestly don't know if we have to talk to this guy or if he would just show up next to Hyetta. Or Irina, whatever you want to call her. We might die. Again, the flying enemies that jump off the edge and kill themselves. Chef's kiss, man. What's
I'm
up,
in your
dog?
debt for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures. I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Irina,
Duty.
I will spend my remaining days with her. Thanks to you, and devote my Irina as my only hope.
Alright. Can't think of anything off the top of my head that I just want to go over there and do at the second. Yeah, I guess we could go over there and like kill the Erd Tree Avatar and maybe do whatever's in the jail over there, I guess. What's up, Lurker? Good to see you, man. How are you doing tonight? Whoop. Good but tired. Same. That's just how I live my life. Passed the fuck out at like 9 yesterday. I can't even judge. That sounds really nice, actually. Get a little extra nappy in. Old man time for real, for real. It's real, man. Being tired hits different than what it used to, you know? Well, if I'm going the right way, do what I want to do. I think I would have had to go the... Yeah, no, you think that I would, like, know better, like, the layout of everything, like, quest lines, exactly what I would want to do at this point with New Game Plus 3, but no. I'm still putting around doing my normal bullshit. Oh, no. Oh, well. I thought that I would be just close enough to the bottom there. So I just want to be going to the west. Is there a better way down? Probably make it over to that spirit spring. Oh, fast and loose, baby. You looked up how ghosts and shits work in Oblivion because you were like, how come I could punch a wraith? Probably sounds like I'm telling you. No, absolutely not. I wasn't taking it that way. But yeah, no, I was kind of amazed the first time that worked for me too. So I'm interested as to what you have to say here. I kind of like just started wailing on him and didn't question it. Most undead are resistant to normal weapons. Ghosts especially can't be damaged by anything other than like silver magical weapons. Learn danger works too, yeah. So why do my mitts work? Why do my little kitty mitts work? You have to be at least journeyman? Well, I'm a master. Okay, question though. So am I tripping? I thought that whenever you became a master in acrobatics before, you unlocked the ability to do like a little backflip or something. Am I tripping there? Am I misremembering that? Whenever you master acrobatics, I thought that you like got the ability to do like a little backflip. I even like remember the animation looking like insanely janky for it. Like it basically kind of looked like your dude just kind of like flopped backwards. And yeah, in the OG, that's what I'm talking about. As far as I remember, you were able to like, if you held down like block, the same way that you do like the little, no, master acrobatics, not athletics. I could be misremembering, but I could have sworn that it was a thing. I'm gonna have to Google it. I could just be making up that memory. But I could have sworn that, like, you got that, or like a roll or something. You never got anything to master in the OG? That's fair. Maybe alchemy. Am I able to get to where I want to fucking go from here? Yes, I am. You and your trucks. Alchemy perks are super lame, by the way. 2 or 3 are all... Yeah, but I don't know. I still remember having fun whipping together potions in the OG. I don't know, I can't wait to get into the more advanced potion making and spell making. Now that I've gotten to the Arcane University. Yes, I'm buffing this much just to take down an Erdtree avatar in like 30 seconds. Slappy. Don't die. Alright, sorry. Potion made from a single ingredient will only have the first effect. Don't get you wrong, alchemy is already great game breaking, doesn't need amazing perk. But next to all the other crazy shit power attacks do. Yeah, no, the frost backhand blades are like chewing through everything. It's hilarious. The Smith script throwing knives, I've heard that they're terrible, but I mean, most people who say things like that probably just don't know how to use the weapon properly. Because I find that, like, just about anything in these games is viable if you try hard enough. And yeah, no, that's what you call the returning weapons. You nailed it. Alright, at the very least, we're gonna come down here and hit up the Grace by the Wandering Mausoleum here, so that whenever we feel like coming and duplicating a remembrance, we can. And then we're gonna go over here, and I forget who's in this jail, but we're gonna razz them real quick. Oh, you gotta unlock this one. Alright, who's it gonna be? That was fun. Okay. Let's go and find our doggo friend. We should also find Bach, too. Do that whole bit before we go and razz Godric. Where's the Grace? I know there's a Grace over here somewhere. Is it over there? Or is it over this way? It's like right here. It's like right beside me. And one of those guys up there is a rune bear. Or maybe right here. Let's fuck around and find out. Which one is it? You killed Bach on your first playthrough? Oh, that's sadistic. Huh. I could have sworn one of those guys turned into a rune bear. Maybe it's you? It's him. Before they patched it so you could revive him. I didn't know you could revive him if you killed him. You were trying the boss of that cave and got so pissed off. You took it out on him? Oh no, because he's laying there crying and you were like, shut up. Oh my god. That's hilarious. I guess we should also go over to this ruin over here where Selen's at. You know what? If it's like really early game, and depending upon like what your setup is, I can see you having like a hard time at that on that boss first playthrough. Like I remember dying to it like a handful of times because it was one of the first bosses I fought, and I started as a wretch, so I still had like just about nothing, you know? Sorry, I had one of those moments where I had to take a drink of something or else I was gonna die. Part that kept getting you was that the boss never lets up, but you can keep them sum-locked, because they have Bloodborne poise. None. Hadn't figured that out yet. And your sorry ass had no poise either, and had no shield. And there's also more than just the boss. It's a gang of enemies, you know?
tarnished, are we? No wonder you should turn up here. I am Selen, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here? Ah, a yen for Glintstone
Yeah, the gang fights like that psych me out too, you know? As soon as you see like a huge group plus the boss.
But one must choose one's masters
Because
wisely.
it can either go two
I was
ways. It can either
exiled from
suck,
the academy
or
in
it can
Vale
be
As a
Prowling
reviled,
Magus.
apostate witch, do you still wish to learn from me? Well, very well. You are now my protege in Glintstone sorcery.
Which
But
I talk
refuse to
shit,
coddle
but
or cast
I still
kind
have a
words.
video of my first
Never.
playthrough of Dark Souls 2
Anticipate grievances,
on my
young
YouTube
apprentice.
of me dying to Prowling Magus one time because I'd completely underestimated it. And I was just being sloppy as fuck. Just goes to show. Fuck around and find out. Alright, let's get to the woods and talk to Blythe. Can we go down this way? Spirit Spring. And he is gonna be right over here at the Mistwood Ruins, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's him. So he's up there. If I hit the right button, that'll help.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward. Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale.
Well, let me tell you, dog. I know exactly where to find him. Oh, I almost forgot that we also need to find Kenneth Haidt. Do you summon him outside of the jail or once you get in there? I can't remember. I think it's once you get in there. Thanks. Appreciate it. Alright. Get in here quick, buddy. He's gonna die.
Rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
Don't. No fucking way. How embarrassing. Don't look at me. That is hilarious. Goes back to what I was just saying about the fuck around and find out.
Rotting in a cell is no true justice. This is where it ends for you.
And this time, it was over before Blythe could finish his sentence. Ah, that's funny.
Right. There you are. Had to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word. Here's your prize. Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Rea Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
I'm lazy. I didn't want to ride the 2 minutes up this way.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order, and... you've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but, no. No, the help is very much appreciated, even from a Tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the True Order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Height. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormveil took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood. What are you waiting, my fort? Oh, I fret not. The celebration.
I'm listening to most of these guys talk again because I find them interesting, but this guy's a fucking douche. You're not gonna tell me that if Kenneth Height wasn't in the real world that he wouldn't be MAGA. That's what I should do, an Elden Ring NPC list on whether or not they'd be fucking red hats or not. Oh, we can ride the well down. Get that side of grace down here so that whenever we feel like coming down here again, all we need to do is just fast travel. That, you know, the ride down here is always cool. This really was one of the most unforgettable parts of the first playthrough, I think. At least as far as exploration goes, you know. Make Limgrave great again. I'm just saying, he gives that vibe. Yeah, doesn't he put Nepheli in charge? I think that I've finished that quest line once. Night Range spoilers, who is the Night Lord truly, the great Kenneth Height? Careful, Miyazaki's got a sniper rifle pointed at you. Also, where's your goodbye kiss? Rather get a kiss from a Wookiee. I hadn't used this hammer until about an hour ago. And man, this hammer is a lot of fun. What's up, guys? Come on. Come on down. Getting blown up. Guys don't have shit on Dark Souls rats. They don't even build up toxic buildup. Nothing. I guess it was just poison, not toxic. What's up, dog? Hey, I took the fort back. What is fall damage? DS1 poison might as well be toxic. You are not wrong there. I remember dying so many times at the Undead Burg, just trying to like go up that fucking ladder in that little shortcut underneath the bridge by the rats.
Welcome, dear. Welcome, you these. I'm hungry.
Got anything good? Wonder if I have that already. I don't really know if I've bought shields that much, so let's just go ahead and buy them. Get some smithing stones while we're at it. Well, that's the thing. It was never the rats really like killing me right then and there. It was just like they would like get me with the poison buildup, and I wouldn't have any items to do anything about it. You know? I died to the rats so many times. And then I remember when I first got down to the depths or whatever, and first encountered the basilisks and got cursed, and then I had to figure out how to uncurse myself. Yeah, people complain about the fuckery in Elden Ring, but honestly, it's a different kind of fuckery, and they kind of toned it down. The fuckery in Elden Ring is like Shadow of the Erd Tree difficulty spikes and shit like that. I don't know why I grabbed that. So if we go west, get to Kennefight. Playing it too fast and loose. Elden Ring just ramped up the combat more than 3 did. Honestly, a little unhappy with the directions the games went. Blame Miyazaki for wanting bigger and bigger poison swamps. How would you have wanted the direction to be different, out of curiosity?
Ah, come on. Fine work. I doubt that it was your intention, but the deed is done, and I commend you. Now, this is your reward. Go on. It's yours for the keeping. Right then. I've much to do. What's that look? Well, under the even the which is why just you.
Okay. Now over to gate front. We'll go and talk to Buck real quick.
Oi! You there? Could you help us out, Cully?
As soon as I remember what bush you are, yeah.
You? Yeah, you there? Stop! What'd you go and do that? Oh, some clod turned me into a tree.
First thing, you like the environment
just
being a threat.
breaking the
You like the
spell,
idea of
weren't you?
status as being lethal to the
Thank you.
player. You
The
get it
name's
upsets
Bob.
people who don't like
I was
that, but
pushed
you
out
wanted
of the
to
cave.
stay more of a dungeon crawl experience
Told
than
not
an
to come back.
ARPG. That is honestly
And
fair.
I ended up as a tree.
DD does
You
this really
came
well.
along,
You have to bring enough potions and herbs and things to keep your party alive, and always have at least one mage to kill things that are immune to everything but magic.
Oh, when they... And so this is all I or I could then... Right,
I have to give that game a second chance, because I started playing Dark Arisen, and I was having a decent amount of fun with it for a good while, and then, like, it just got to be a lot of walking back and forth and fighting the same mobs over and over again. So I kind of got a little burnt out with it. There's a prep phase where you restock things, upgrade your gear before you set out every time. A bit tedious, but it really captures what it feels like to run a merc company or a small party of adventurers in a way few games do. Darkest Dungeon is pretty good at that. You definitely have to plan things out ahead of time in Darkest Dungeon, because if not, you are absolutely biggity fucked. Okay, chill, dog. You're not a fan of DD or Darkest Dungeon, which is crazy. Not a, or Dragon's Dogma is a better D&D game than most actual D&D games. Long story short, Darkest Dungeon is too much XCOM in your dungeon crawl. I've never really played XCOM. And by never really, I mean I've never played XCOM. You like the atmosphere, but cannot stand to play Darkest Dungeon. I felt that way about it the first time I tried to get into it. And the second time I tried to pick it up, I got far enough that I got to the darkest difficulty level. And then it got to be a little bit much. Who needs to see? I don't need to see. Why would I want to summon Old Knight Istvan for this? Damn it. Bop. Second one kept a lot the same, too much the same, fair criticism. But you appreciate and really enjoy the hardcore aspect. Are we talking about... Okay, got you. Take a chance on Dark Dragon's Dogma if you've never played. No, that's what I was saying, is that I played Dark Arisen a little bit, and I really want to give it a second chance at one point. It's just, I got to the point where, like, I was walking back and forth a lot to get to, like, quest objectives, and I was always, like, fighting, like, the same mobs, going back and forth to all these different locations, and it just got a little repetitive. That, and, like, I feel like some of the mechanics were kind of going over my head. Also, maybe I would have enjoyed it more if I started as a different class other than a rogue. So I started as a rogue, and I think that maybe I would have enjoyed it more if I did, like, a warrior class or something like that. No fast travel's a bit of a drag. First one lacked enemy variety. It's just, it always was like the same mobs in the same areas. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm going through this gully, it's gonna be harpies again. Okay, just wanted to hit that up.
Oh. What are you doing here? You must leave this place at once. They'll rush in and beat you to a pulp. You'll end up just like me.
Tons of wolves fucking everywhere. Harpies too. Gets boring. You want to kill the cool shit. Where's the Chimera and the dragons?
Wait.
You see, that's the thing, is that there was one point where, like, it was either a Chimera or Griffin or something had flown out of the air right outside of town. And my dude grabbed onto it, and I was, like, stabbing it as it was flying off, and that was fucking really, really cool.
Go and do a thing like that?
I just wanted more shit like that.
And that sewing kit was all I had to remember her by. I always wanted to be just like
And it was a lot of fun. Like, one of my first clips on the channel even is me, like, climbing on a ogre, because I just figured out that you were able to, like, climb on things, climb on enemies, and I was just acting like an idiot and trying to, like, grab on, like, an ogre and climb it like Shadow of the Colossus and stab it in the butt. You saw a griffin once and it flew off, never to be seen again. Grabbing on and getting taken for a ride is the best, yeah. Shit came out in 2011, same year as Skyrim and DS1. You see, that's the thing, is that I remember even back when it came out, were pretty close to when it came out. Pretty sure my brother gifted it to me. But I wasn't able to play it at that point because he got it for me on a disc copy. And that was back when I had my R2-D2 Connect Xbox 360, which was really cool for a good while. You know, fuck the Connect because the Connect's stupid, but like it made the little R2-D2 sounds starting up, had like the cool lights and everything. So that part was cool. But the disk drive was shot in it after like the first year and a half of having it. So my brother got me that game on a disc copy, but I was never able to play it. I remember that we wanted to talk to her too.
Been grafted? Everyone. Everyone's been grafted? Everyone who came with me. They crossed the sea for me, they fought for me. Only to have their arms taken. Their legs taken, even their heads taken. Everyone who came with me, only to have their arms taken, their legs taken, even their heads taken. Taken and stuck to the spider. Did you know, if you're grafted by the spider, you become a chrysalid? It's quite a lark when you think about it. You're all on your own, are you? And heading to Stormveil Castle, enticed by the one in the white mask, I suppose. Oh, you've come to be one with the spider? Well, that makes us two peas in a pod. But I don't have your courage. It's scary, you know, having your arms cut off, or legs, or your head. I want to be like everyone else, but I'm just too scared. I'm nothing but a craven. Oh, I know. Can you take... The poor thing deserves someone brave, and it'll be glad you're willing to make me a chrysalid. It was a pleasure to see. Oh, can you pass on, tell them I love them, finally getting the hang of... It was a pleasure to see. Oh, tell them I love them, finally getting...
I think that I accidentally did something there when I was trying to skip through. I think that she thought that I was gonna kill her or something. Guess we go over here and talk to old recusant Bernal too.
Seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you. Let me
What's up,
ask you
Bernie?
something. Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance of grace hold firm, despite the collapse of the Golden Order?
Sure,
Yes,
dog.
you're a Tarnished through and through. Takes me back.
but that's a quality needed now more than ever. Any interest in bearing the torch of my battle arts? All I know is the sword. Picked up a fair few tricks in my time, too. Now's the time to pass them on. To a good and proper tarnished, like you.
Pretty sure I have literally all of these.
There's a myriad of mementos of all I find. That's how I felt it. Grant. Not float well.
Okay. I think that's all the side bullshit I want to do right this second. Let's go rush through this castle and kill this motherfucker. Do we want to just say YOLO and just storm the front gate? Last thing about Dragon's Dogma, I mentioned prep, restocking things like potions and herbs. All those things are readily available. Don't cost much, so it's not hard to stay stocked up. Upgrades are cheap too, but you also need monster parts, and those are harder to come by. By hardcore, you mean stuff like ghosts being fully immune to damage except magic.
You there? Come over here, would you? It's tightly. Oh, God, you'll breach. Well, but of course. The God, you'll slip. The gates! Open the gates!
Classic enemies like Cyclops being weak, stabbing an eye, and 2, you might run into a Medusa, get turned to stone. Wow. Sounds fun though. Serpentine. Damn it. I'm gonna be stubborn. Mostly because I just wanna force it. I did enjoy making the little I forget what they're called, the pawn. Leave me alone for a second. Just for a fucking second, dog. Where are you? Yeah, my pawn's name was Buster, and he looked kind of like Hulk Hogan. It was good. Where is the shit that I want? Down here. No? For real? This is why I should have put the rock on the incantation wheel. What if I stand underneath him and do one of those? That do it? Well, at least busted his shit up. It just busted his shit up. But that's all we really needed. Impossible to hit. If you get just the right arc on a prayer, you can nail him with a fire pop, but you have to free aim it. I think I could have hit him with the rocks if I had the rocks on. Not to complain over much about Elden Ring, but they fucked up the camera and lock on somehow. I can see what you're talking about sometimes. I remember there being something kind of fucked up over here. Oh, it's you! Damn it. Alright, fine, we'll use the side entrance. There are little problems, but the biggest is how the camera will do a 180 if the enemy jumps near you. It becomes a bit of a problem during some fights. Bird? I knew what you meant. I knew it was just an extra 0 in there. That guy's trumpet is always so funny to me. Like, you think it's gonna be like a war horn or something, it's just like... Yeah, that was a lot of drop threat there, wasn't it? And this is the room that dude locks us in. I passed the DPS test. Frickin' idiot. What did I say about if there's a fucking grab attack in the game, I'll be grabbed by it? Point was, don't remember the lock-on being shit in Dark Souls 3. I feel like people have been complaining about the lock-on since Dark Souls FromSoft games have been a thing. Still haven't played Sekiro, but the camera was good in that, right? For most fights, yeah. Some of the bigger enemies, it got a little touch and go. But again, that's just kind of the nature of these games. It's just because enemies stayed on the ground before Elden Ring. The Nameless King would like to talk to you. Yeah, the phase 1. Unless he starts flying in phase 2, then I don't know about it. Okay, that's the shortcut we haven't unlocked. What's your favorite Dark Souls 3 fight? Pawn of Sullivan, that's a good pick. Solid pick. I remember my first playthrough, he was really hard. You also really like Twin Princes mechanically, also a very solid pick. It's not the best fight, but it's interesting mechanically. I like that fight a lot. I also like the Demon Princes fight a lot. That's where Roger is at, right? Fuck, we're including DLC. I mean, we'll do base game first, and then we can include DLC. I was just, you know, talking in general, DS3. And when you say Twin Princes, it makes me think Demon Princes too. Because not only the word prince, but also just the lore connection between Twin Princes, like Lorien and the Demon Prince.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger is the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking
I
for
remember there being
something
too many bosses
in
added in
castle.
DLC.
When I'm not
Well,
hot-footing
that's
it from
just
the
very
troops,
Randall.
that is.
You've got
But enough about
Sister
me.
Freed
What are you
and
doing here in Stormveil Castle?
Champion's Grave
This
Tender
place
or
is
whatever.
bristling with tarnished hunters, you know.
And you got Demon
They
Princes,
sacrifice our
you've
kind
got Gale,
for
Medeer,
Not
and
exactly a place I'd
Half-Light.
stroll into without a purpose in mind.
You didn't like
I
Gale?
see. Here to
That's
challenge
wild.
Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you?
What didn't you
can
like
see
about
it
him?
then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy
Too
it
much
while
health?
you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Well, I know all of those too. Health was a problem, but it didn't bother me as much as it confused you. I really, really enjoyed that fight a lot. Just like the thematics of it. Lore implications, the arena was really cool. Kind of like, why are you doing less damage? Didn't like phase 1. Everything else was hype as fuck, but it was too different. Just felt like it didn't fit. Okay. Like you were fighting a different boss. I just liked how it transitioned like that. I liked how phase 1 was like, he was more beast-like, and then it switched to like the more classic like sword stance later on. But I am the first to admit that I'm a Gale fanboy. I love all 3 transitions of that fight. Because, yeah, it's only 2 phases, but there's a second transition during that second phase. Too many. That's fair. I'm not gonna, like, call it a hot take or, like, shame you for having that opinion. Because that's why I love talking to people about these games, is that everybody has, like, different opinions and different experiences with these. You enjoyed Freed? But that wasn't too many transitions for you? That's a little wild. No, onions have layers. Freed, you get 1 onion multi-layer. Still an onion, all the layers, onion. I don't see how that's a different onion than Gale being an onion, though. Because, like, the difference between Freed Phase 1 and then with Phase 3, when she pulls out the black flame, shit just goes insane. Gale, you got 1 layer made out of watermelon. Next layer is pickles. Next layer is onion. All that around an avocado core. Alright. I really like the curse-rotted greatwood. No, I'm just kidding. Your analogy is perfect. You will hear no argument. Well, when you put it that way, I can't argue with you. He was like, sit back down. Stop hitting me, guys. I want to do something cool. Personally, you want your onion to be wrapped in layers of onion. Or maybe Gale is chili or stuffed peppers. I don't know, you're hungry. Stuffed peppers does sound good. stuffed peppers does sound pretty fucking good. Imagine cheeseburger with the cheese is inside the ground beef. A stuffed cheeseburger. Okay, I can imagine that. The Miyazaki was like, what if we deep fried it? Okay. And what if we put sauce on it? Depends on the sauce. Where do we jot down to get to the old... Is this where we drop down? I think it is. Might like Gale better if he reversed the transition, like if he gradually became more bestial. Okay. No, that's overdone in Souls games. I wouldn't say it's overdone. It's done quite a bit. Decent amount. Whoops. Just don't get how he starts off faded and gets stronger as the fight goes on. Would have liked to see how he got to this state. Really surprised me to see him at the end. Well, he got stronger because he... I forget the lore implications behind it. I'd have to watch the Vati video again. Something about the Dark Soul. What's up? Look at Roger's bloodstain real quick. Short answer is that he was juiced up on Dark Souls, yeah. So, if I remember correctly, I watched a video the other day talking about the longest ladders in the Souls series, and I'm pretty sure this is it. And if it's not the longest ladder in the series, it's definitely the longest ladder in Elden Ring, I want to say. They were also talking about like real life ladders and elevators, and like some of those were fucking crazy. Like it makes me uncomfortable. Like people who like work in mines and shit, and how long those elevator shafts are that take you down to the fucking bottom of those mines. Fuck that, man. You would not be able to pay me enough money to do that. Oh, okay. I almost got fucked there. The message wasn't letting me, like the message was still popped up, so it wasn't letting me attack. I think that's where I want to be. Imagine the Artorias fight from Dark Souls 1. You see, that's honestly needs to be next on my FromSoft Friday list is a Dark Souls 1 run. Because I only have one complete run of Dark Souls 1 under my belt. Halfway through, when he powers up his arm, he's no longer fucked. Pulls out a second sword or something. When Gale stands straight up and turns into guts, I'm like, this is cool, but why? Because he's guts. And he's a badass slave knight that's survived the ages of fire or whatever. I don't know, dog.
You were a fine warrior. You're honest.
No, he wasn't.
Well, who do we have
He was a
here?
punk.
Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord. He's tainted the very winds. If you intend
That is a
to
great
challenge
fight.
Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight.
What's the question mark about Night Rain?
Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we down whatever road.
Alright, we're gonna kill Godric and then we're gonna be calling this here soon. I gotta get up early and do the restaurant shit tomorrow. As always. And yeah, no, I saw that they had like Nameless King in there. I didn't know if he was like a boss or if he was just like a field enemy. Who else did they bring him back? Do we want to just melt him with the backhand blades? They brought back Centipede Demon and maybe the Duke's Deer Freya. I wasn't expecting Dark Souls 2 bosses. That's really cool. People joke they'll put Armored Core in. That's fucking hilarious. 2 seconds. My cat's being a little cat. I need to give him attention for 2 seconds. Sorry, just gotta be a good cat dad. And we are just gonna melt him with the backhand blades. I still have talismans on from fighting the Elden Beast. Wild. Your point is there's potential for some really cool fights. I'd hope that if they put, like, some of the older bosses in there, like Centipede Demon or like Dark Souls 1 or 2 bosses, that they at least update the moveset or the speed of them so that it translates a little bit better. Because I would imagine that you would just absolutely obliterate them. Because they just wouldn't stand a chance. Because Elden Ring's just so much faster. Like, you would have to switch it up, right? Imagine fighting Artorias in his prime or all 4 of Gwyn's Knights as a group boss. That would be fucking sick. Yeah, no, that would be really cool. You know what? Fuck it. Let's put that on there and get some bonus runes from killing this scrub. Okay, I'm done fucking around. Can't say for sure if older bosses will be pushovers. Yeah, again, are they just copying and pasting them? Or are they, like, modifying them at all?
Born heir.
what you've seen so far, 3 people can melt bosses with the right builds. I heard people were stuck on like one of the bosses for like a day. Okay, don't get fucking fucked up by this scrub. Depends upon who those people are, yeah.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
Oh. I thought that I dodged it. Turns out I didn't.
I am the Lord of all that is golden. And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Alright, we gotta rest so we can see Gatekeeper stomping on his head.
What a pathetic excuse for a lord you were. Craven to the bone. Pushing me about like that. And after all that grafting, where did that get you? Look down on me, would ya? Godric, you filthy slug. Feel it. Feel it. Feel my bloody wrath. Oh. Hello there.
Yep.
This weasel was... Godric was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh?
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and call it. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow night. Hopefully before 10 o'clock. But that's gonna be completely dependent upon whether or not I get to leave work early like I'm supposed to or not. If not, then sometime a little bit after 10 like usual. We'll be hopping into Armored Core. We just got through Arena level B, so I don't know what chapter we're on. From Soft Friday, that's right. Armored Core hype, yeah. I am very excited for it. I don't know how much more game we have. If it's going to be like 2 or 3 more weeks for this playthrough. I don't know, but either way, I'm having a blast with it. And then Saturday's going to be more Notria. And hopefully Saturday's like Friday where I can get off a little early and hop on a little bit before 10. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, next time we'll hop into Oblivion will be either, I don't know, sometime between Sunday and Tuesday. But alright, thanks so much for hanging out and talking, chatting me up, Lurker. It's always great having you here, man. I hope you have an awesome night, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow when we can hang out and shoot the shit while I blast some mechs. And if not, then yeah, I'll see you around. And if there's anybody else hanging out, lurking in the background, thanks for being here as well. This has been a-boy-named-Sous, coming at you live straight from Baked Potato, and I hope you have an awesome night. I'll see you next time.